My dad started it and we built it together. That he was a farmer. He was a farmer at heart, but he also was a farmer. And he knew the sense of urgency that somebody has when they're either seeding or they're haying or they're combining or whatever, and the machine is down. It's stressful, and so it's a sense of urgency is there, and I think there's a lot of complexes that in the size and the scope and the way they're managed and directed, they lose touch with that, and we call it our Mazergroup culture. Yeah, our Mazergroup culture is about customer service. And we'll never change that. And it costs us a lot of money. It costs us a lot of money. If somebody's combine goes down, and maybe the part is in Iowa, and it's Friday, guess what? You're screwed. I mean, it's 3 or 4 days to get across that damn border. Not going to let a guy sit there with a combine for 4 days. Right. So we have alternatives. We'll rob it from another combine, or we'll do a will fit, or we'll whatever. But the policy is, if the guy's going to be down more than a day, bring him a machine, put it on a truck, and away you go. And that's expensive. Trucking and hours on machines that you own, and it's expensive. Then you got to clean it up and almost recondition it after. Yeah. But you can't beat that. You can't beat the service. If and I would say Mazergroup, Kim, has got its own brand in the sense that we're known for our service. We're known for caring about our customers, and I truly believe that we have that. It's part of our Mazergroup brand. Is that we literally have this customer care philosophy that is pretty much unbendable. It took 94 to 2010 to change the structure. So for 16 years we had the same structure with all those partnerships. And so we only just got other locations with other partners and just kept moving, that's all. And for the 16 years. But once we converted to Mazergroup, and I said, okay guys, everybody's a buyer and everybody's a seller. So if you've got $500,000 of equity in the store at Neepawa, then that's what you're going to get in shares, and then you're going to be a shareholder. And then I'm going to give you a job, and you're going to work for me. You're not my partner anymore. Mm-hmm. You're going to work for me. It was a pretty big deal because I treated these guys very well as partners, mm-hmm. and wouldn't step on their toes, even if they were a 10 or 20 or 15% partner. I wouldn't step on their toes. And this was not by design, because we ultimately didn't know where we were going really, but when opportunity comes, that's when you make a decision. You just make a decision on the opportunity, not necessarily a grand plan. Right. And a little hard to make a grand plan if the location that you think you want is not for sale, or right. Yeah, I don't know. So as these things came up, and it was interesting because only a couple times did we depart from contiguous. And that was with one little store north of Winnipeg, and then there was one north of, way north here, the furthest north of Swan River. But all the other ones were actually contiguous, and it was easy to make the decision. Say, okay, this thing belongs to us, and we can make sense of it. And and then the structural change when I got to be Mazergroup, and then the structural or management structure that I put in place, or we put in place, for me has been phenomenal. It's been super. And so when you have issues and there is a bump in the road or whether there's a gap in the highway or whatever it is, you deal with it. And I look at other complexes and I look at their disjointed methodologies and I'm going, holy Jesus. Well, no wonder they're doing like 10% market share. It's just crazy. But we look at every store. Once we settled in at the 18 stores, then Wally and I decided that, okay, we need to just hold off here a little bit and let's see if we can improve the performance of the underperforming stores. There was some perfectly performing stores and there was some totally underperforming stores. So everywhere in between there. And so we started working away at that, and that's good effort. It's just plain good effort. It's just a good thing to work with.
Right.
Because you learn a whole bunch of stuff and learn stuff about the area and the store, but also you can apply a whole bunch of stuff about the business to improve the performance in that particular location, improve the performance and grow the business of the 18 stores. And then when we're ready, we can go again if we want. But I personally, I think we're getting close to the end. As soon as we get to maybe 25 or 30 stores, we're going to have to put some more people in between. And then the question is, how much of that Mazergroup Way or the culture are you going to lose in there? How much are you going to lose in there? And if you lose any amount at all, you're kind of in a negative position.